Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Nathan Durant here. Yes. Oh, it's good to see you, folks. Yes. Oh, yes. We're here in Eden Park. Yes. And we're at the Season Good Pavilion, and we're going to hear the Queen City Balladeers. Hey, they're great. They really are. But instead of me babbling on, which I don't mind, but you might anyway. I would like to introduce you to Mr. Paul Anthony, the originator and producer of Entertainers the Tri-State. Mr. Anthony, how are you?
I am fine.
Great.
What a fine introduction. Thank you
It
so
sure
much.
was.
Queen City Balladeers here tonight. Fabulous show. We've got a good show lined up. In fact, let me go ahead and start the show.
Yes, definitely.
Okay,
Bye.
Mason. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Entertainers in the Tri-State. We're here at the Season Good Pavilion at the Eden Park, right down from the Cincinnati Art Museum. We have a wonderful show lined up for you tonight with the Queen City Balladeers celebrating their 48th anniversary of this epic event. It's hot out here tonight, and yes, it's even going to get hotter because the talent tonight is absolutely scorching. It's the great talent. In fact, I'm going to introduce the Queen City Balladeer host and MC for tonight. Please put your hands together and welcome the talented and lovely Miss Pam Temple.
Hi, everyone. Gosh, thanks for coming out in the soup. We really appreciate you being here, and you're not going to be sorry you came. It's a little warm, but man, we've got some great artists here for you tonight. By the way, they're all performing gratis, so we really appreciate the performers' talents. Yeah, give them a hand for all of their talent and time. This is our 48th anniversary, pretty amazing, 48 years. I should thank Coffee Emporium, Cincinnati Art Museum, Sitwell's, Candyland Recording Studios, Bon Bonnery, Everybody's Records, Northside Tavern, Sweet Teas, Cupcakery, and UDF. Please thank them. I think we're ready to go with our first fabulous act tonight. Lauren Houston played her first set at the Leo Coffee House, which is the weekly coffee house of the Queen City Balladeers, September through May, every Sunday night at the Zion United Church of Christ in Norwood. And Lauren came in, played a set for us this past season, and she's got a really fine new record out as well that's available at the table. She's from Morning View, Kentucky. Please welcome Lauren Houston.
If I could talk to you, just me and you, no one else, I'd say I'm sorry for putting you through all the hell. I'd say thanks for letting go down your hill of disappointment I fell. I'd say it was meant to be. I'm happy you're happy and doing so well. If I could think back to when we used to laugh and remember though it ended bad, it was love that we once had. It was easy to forgive. Yeah, once upon a time, please know now I realize I was buckets with everyone's heart but mine. Sometimes I wonder about you and yours now and then, and if there was a funeral, would it be okay if I attend? 'Cause I only want the best for you and those we love to understand. I only want the best for you, so dust yourself and try again. I only want the best for you. I was young and had no clue. I only want the best for you. I hope you know I do. I only want the best for you. like to introduce my friend here to my right, your left, Mr. Jeff Perholtz. Jeff also produced my album last summer, and he's also in another local band called The Newbies. So this next song that I am going to play, it means a lot to me. I wrote it for my dad. He, as Pam mentioned, I grew up in Morning View, Kentucky. I still live there. He's a farmer. He's a bricklayer, which is also known as a brick mason. So I've had quite an example my whole life of a hard work ethic. This song I just wrote for him, just to kind of tell him that I was really proud of what he taught me. So this is called Mason's Daughter. Ready? Kentucky fried girl, long brown hair strands. Big dreams, big things, always making plans. Daddy would say, girl, look at this land. It ain't no good unless you build it with your hands. Pretty wife, simple life, go to work, be a man. Get your stone, make it level, get the water, get the sand. When the day is done and the cash is in your hand, pride stretches higher than the wall that stands. Mason's daughter, get the water. Mason's daughter, get the mud. She sets out on her own, doing things her way. She takes dreams like rocks, starts stacking away. She'll build this life, come what may. Hard work and honesty along the way. Guitar strings ring, a voice accompany. She gives her heart through her words for the world to see. When the day is done and she spread her wings, pride stretches higher than the person that sings. Mason's daughter, get the water. Mason's daughter, get the mud. Mason's daughter, get the water. Mason's daughter, get the mud. Kentucky fried girl, long brown hair strands. Looking at the land, thinking where she began. Guitar in hand, she agrees with her old man. It ain't no good unless you build it with your hands. Mason's daughter, get the water. Mason's daughter, get the mud. Mason's daughter, get the water. Mason's daughter, get the mud.
Thank you.
My first date with Billy Ray took me to the saloon one day behind behind the shelf, saw her myself, this ex-old lady Katie May. As she passed, the time came, the boy said he forgot my name. I knew right then we weren't the same. I'm way too smart for this game. Two first names, two first names. Never trust a man with two first names. Alcohol gets the best of them all, he's always to blame. Never trust a man with two first names. With Johnny James, I decided to play. I let him come right in and have his way. I thought things were fine till he changed his mind, dancing in the prairie with Mary Jane. When I asked, please stay plain, he said, girl, you are insane. I knew right then we weren't the same. He's way too slow for this game. Two first names, two first names. Never trust a man with two first names. Alcohol gets the best of them all, he's always to blame. Never trust a man with two first names. Just loved me, but I couldn't forget Donnie Davy. Wayne George left me wanting more. Jim Bob liked sneaking in the back door. Jimmy Tom took me to prom. Ronnie Richard wrote me a song. Jake, Joe, and I always got along. They were all fun, but now they're long gone. Two first names, two first names. Never trust a man with two first names. Alcohol gets the best of them all, he's always to blame. Never trust a man with two first names. Never trust a man with two first names. Oh, never trust a man with two first names. My friend Jeff Burholtz, thank you. Shiny and the Spoon's up next.
Lauren Houston. Wasn't she great?
Thank you.
Well, it's going to get a lot hotter because there's a lot more great talent to come. You are watching Entertainers in a Tri-State. We're working with the Queen City Balladeers tonight. In fact, let's find out who our next act. Please put your hands together and bring out the lovely and talented, the MC and host for the Queen City Balladeers, Miss Pam Temple.
How about Lauren Houston? The girl can sing, huh? And Jeff Perholtz of the Newbies lays down a mighty fine guitar as well, so thanks to him for being here as well. Lauren does have CDs back there at the table, and she will be performing at the Licking River Music Festival, which is taking place in Morningview, Kentucky, her backyard. Not literally, but you know, on August 26th and 27th. She'll be there on the 27th, the Licking River Music Festival. So if you don't know about the Queen City Balladeers, we're an all-volunteer organization. We've been putting on this concert. This is our 48th year. And in addition to Eden Song, we also present the Sunday night Leo Coffee House from September through May. We'll be opening up again September 11th with a family band called A Side of Tailors. Chris Collier will be performing, and Cajun band Lanyap, who was here last week, I believe. If you were here at Eden Song, you saw them. So you can check us out at queencityballadeers.org. These Eden Song concerts are just a sampling of the artistry you might hear any given Sunday at the Leo Coffee House. So we hope you'll check that out. If you'd like to become a member of the Queen City Balladeers, that's another way you can support the organization. I almost said this station. I have to say that I do a show at WNKU. I'm so used to saying support the station. We have to thank WNKU as well. And it looks like we're about ready. This is, Shiny and the Spoon came on the scene, what, 5 years ago, something like that. About 3 years ago, and I just thought, wow, I love these guys. And I think you're going to love them too. They've added a fabulous bass player tonight, and I can't wait to hear these guys, so I'm going to stop talking. Put your hands together for Shiny and the Spoon.
There ain't a job in these mountains you don't pay for years, but it's good to feel useful anyway. I heard down south's a fountain, they'll throw pennies in for years till the coal comes to rest under the weight. It's with those kinds of things I can relate. The other night I was dreaming, had a shovel in my hand, and my grandfather's land between my toes. Well, he asked me to plug up all the holes in our hills, but they sure pay the bills, heaven knows. There's a flood in Glen Canyon, but they say it's a gas. Noah's flood in a flash seems washed away. But the folks ain't abandoned, they're still sunning by the lake, a pretty gash in the wake of the fray. We can't change God's creation in a day. There's a sign on my head where the miner's lamp been that says coal's all that's in this boy's cards. And I can't help but wonder when I think of the grin that my grandfather pinned between his scars. He said up here's just closer to the stars. Lord, wash away this black day, wash away from the peaks to the hollers and graves. Bring down a horse, be it red, white or gray, but just hold that black nag for a day. Bring down a horse, be it red, white or gray, but just hold that black nag for a day.
Thank you.
Stuck me in the back
with my stomach in my shoes, and I played like they told me to. 2 by 2, swinging softly in the noose, where they strung up the best in you, best in you, best in you. Dummy entertainers with nothing left to lose, separate from the wood and blue. They fill an acre with coriander blues, but today this old room will do. Room will do. Room will do. Better the strings are broken than sad and bound, filling up the seats with hope and sound. Better the strings are broken than sad and bound, filling up the seats with hope and sound. Sound. Sound.
I'm gonna mail you in 13 crates to
All the people that you once loved,
with all your banking interest in 13 states. Truth is
one crate ought to be enough.
Oh, you better cry to God above.
Ooh.
I'm gonna drown you in 13 lakes for your
Dams
damn
that break and flood out small towns.
with all your banking interest in 13 states.
One crate ought to be enough.
Oh, you
Better cry to God above. Ooh.
Well, I learned right from wrong
Between Union songs in my grandfather's wake.
They said after he died from his throat, they pried an apple size like a coal and lead. And 2 years later, my father was laid under the scales of an underground snake. Mama told me, son, when that copperhead's done, you got to follow the coal train and go for the head. 13 crates on the top of the hill. Jack fell down and went straight to hell. 13 crates on the top of the hill. Jack fell down and went straight to hell. Jack fell down and went straight to hell.
Shiny and the Spoon. I asked them before which one was Shiny and which one was Spoon. They didn't have an answer, so maybe we'll find out before it's all over with. By the way, I've seen them know that they've been performing throughout the tri-state. They are also performing at the Campbell County Library tomorrow. If you didn't get enough of them tonight, there is certainly more to come tomorrow at the Campbell County Library for the Shiny and a Spoon. In case you just joined us, you are watching Entertainers in a Tri-State. We're here with the Queen City Balladeers celebrating their 48th anniversary of Eden Song. We've seen some great and heard some great music so far. You guys having a good time? Really? Who our next act is going to be. Let's put your hands together and welcome and bring back out the lovely and talented Miss Pam Temple.
I am Pam Temple. I host The Front Porch on 89.7 WNKU and at 105.9, 104.1, and online at WNKU.org. All right. Thanks for being here. WNKU's been a sponsor of this event as well. We do want to thank our sponsors, Zion United Church of Christ, Coffee Emporium, Cincinnati Art Museum, Sitwell's, Candyland Recording Studios, Bon Bonnery, Everybody's Records, Northside Tavern, Sweet Teas, Cupcakery, and UDF. Greg Wowasis has been a long-time member of the folk community here in Cincinnati. He's been part of the Queen City Balladeers for a long time as well. He's an educator, professional musician, and now concertina builder and repairman. If you don't know what a concertina is, I believe Greg will give you a really nice introduction to them this evening. So please welcome Greg Wowasis.
Wise, I've often heard it said, and I believe in that myself, so I think you will agree. If it's early rising's made you wise, you'll sing the same as me. Oh, it's nice to get up in the morning when the sun begins to shine at 4, 5, or 6 o'clock in the good old summertime, or when the snow's a-snowing and it's murky overhead. Oh, it's nice to get up in the morning, but it's nicer to lie in your bed. Oh, me brother Bill's a baker, he sleeps along with me, and every morning he gets up to begin his work at 3. And while he stands there a-shivering with his trousers there half on, I lie right in my bed a-whispering and a-singing this song. Oh, it's nice to get up in the morning when the sun begins to shine at 4, 5, or 6 o'clock in the good old summertime, or when the snow's a-snowing and it's murky overhead. Oh, it's nice to get up in the morning, but it's nicer to lie in your bed. Now the way the world it seems to work, we toil our lives away, and the rich they eat the bread we bake and toss the crumbs our way. And if you complain about it, they'll beat you about the head. Oh, now I ask you, is it smarter to get up in the morning or smarter to lie in your bed? Oh, you never, ever, ever thrive a-lying in your bed. It's early rising makes you wise, I've often heard it said. and I believe in that myself. And if you think the same as me, you can join me in this song with the melody or harmony. Oh, it's nice to get up in the morning when the sun begins to shine at 4 or 5 or 6 o'clock in the good old summertime, or when the snow's a-snowing and it's murky overhead. Oh, it's nice to get up in the morning. Now old age is golden, so I've heard it said. Each night I wonder as I climb into bed, my ear in the drawer, my teeth in the cup, eyes on the table until I wake up. As sleep dims my vision, I say to myself, is there anything else I should lay on the shelf? But though nations are warring and business is vexed, I'll still stick around to see what happens next. How do I know my youth is all spent? My get up and go has got up and went. But in spite of it all, I'm able to grin. Think of the places my get up has been. When I was young, I wore slippers of red, kicked my heels up right over my head. Then I got older, my slippers were blue. Still I could dance the whole night through. Now I am older, my slippers, they're black. I huff to the store and I puff my way back. Go ahead and laugh, I don't mind at all. Rather be huffing than not puff at all. How do I know my youth is all spent? My get up and go has got up and went. But in spite of it all, I'm able to grin. Think of the places my get up has been. Get up each morning and dust off my wits. Open the paper, read the obits. Hey, if I'm not there, I know I'm not dead. So I eat a good breakfast, go back to bed. How do I know my youth is all spent? My get up and go, it's got up and went. But in spite of it all, able to grin. Think of the places my get up has been. Irish tunes, Banish Misfortune, Blarney Pilgrim, then Banish Misfortune.
Big Wowasis. We've had a lot of good talent so far and a lot more to come. You are watching Entertainers in a Tri-State. We're here at the Season Good Pavilion enjoying the sounds of the Queen City Balladeers. Pam, who is our next act going to be? Let's give Pam a big hand.
I'll tell you who the next act is. How about Greg Joyce? Now you know what a concertina is, right? He makes that look really easy, let me tell you. He is a great player. So we sure appreciate all of our sponsors and the Art Museum for opening up the parking lot for us as well. So everybody's pitching in, and you can be a part of it as well. Thanks so much for being here. This next act is really an exciting act to watch. I love the style of the crowd around the mic thing. I think you're really going to like them. They'll be at the Whispering Beard Festival. That's going to be a fun time, and that is August 26th and 27th. They'll be there on the 26th, I believe. Please welcome the Rattlesnakin Daddies.
Tonight I'm saying my heart is weary, wondering if I'm wrong or right to think about you though you left me. I wonder where you are tonight. I know rain is cold and slowly falling upon my window pane tonight. And though your love was even colder, I wonder where you are tonight. Love me, though you often said you care. But now you've gone and found another, someone who knows love we share. That old rain is cold and slowly falling upon my window pane tonight. And though your love was even colder, I wonder where you are tonight. I tried to smile with all my might, but you could see the pain within me that lingers in my heart tonight. That old rain is cold and slowly falling upon my window pane tonight. And though your love was even colder, I wonder where you are tonight. slowly falling. I'm home out with no pain tonight. And though your love was even colder, I wonder where you are tonight.
Whenever I'm feeling lonely, whenever I'm feeling blue, I start to think about my blue-eyed darling. My heart starts pining for you. Wanna hear that high, lonesome sound when that sweet baby ain't around. When my life's got me down, wanna hear that high, lonesome sound. When I'm lost in that ocean of darkness, not knowing which way I should turn, my eyes are filled with sadness, knowing you'll never return. Wanna hear that high, lonesome sound when my sweet baby ain't around. When my life's got me down, wanna hear that high, lonesome sound. Whenever I'm feeling lonely, whenever I'm feeling blue, I start thinking about my blue-eyed darling. My heart starts pining for you. Wanna hear that high, lonesome sound when my sweet baby ain't around. When my life's got me down, wanna hear that high, lonesome sound. Wanna hear that high, lonesome sound. Wanna hear that high, lonesome sound.
Now it's been 10 long years since I first left my home. In a hollow way here I was born, where the cool fall nights make the wood smoke rise and the fox hunter blows his horn. I fell in love with a girl from the town. I thought that she would be true. I ran away to Charlottesville and worked in a sawmill too. What have they done to the old place? Why did they tear it down? And why did I leave a plowing field and look for a job in town? Now my girl ran off with somebody else. The taverns, they took all my pay. And here I stand where the old home stood before they took it all away. Now the geese fly south and the cold wind blows As I stand here and hang my head, I lost my love, I lost my home, and now I wish that I was dead. What have they done to the old home place? Why did they tear it down? And why did I leave my plow in the field and look for a job in town? What have they done to the old home place? Why did they tear it down? And why did I leave the plow in the field and look for a job in town? Yes, why did I leave the plow in the field and look for a job in town?
Rattlesnakin Daddies. Woo! We've had 4 great acts so far and 1 more to come. We are, in case you just joined us, we are at the Season Good Pavilion in Eden Park, and we have with the Queen City Balladeers. In fact, let's bring out the lovely and talented Miss Pam Temple and find out who our last act is going to be. Let's put your hands together.
Thanks very much. How about those Rattlesnakin Daddies? Yeah, really great. Don't forget they'll be at the Whispering Beard Festival on the 26th and 27th of August. I really want to take some time and just a quick minute and thank our stage crew. It is hot, and just like Greg Joyce has said, it's a lot of work leading up to this and a lot of work to tear it down. So I wanted to thank Al and Jim on the soundboard out there, Ross, Spencer, and Phil running around, and Mike on the stage here, and Mike Borshik, who was at our house to help load the equipment, and Bruce and Lori and Tony are back at the table with Madeline back there as well. So a lot of volunteers make this happen. And backstage, Julie, Teresa, and Pam have just been really treating the artists really nicely. So thanks to those ladies as well. All right, thanks everybody for coming out. Hope you're having a great time, and we really appreciate you being here. Give yourselves a hand for making a wise choice tonight. Well, this guy, does he even need an introduction, this guy? Oh, man. I love listening to Ricky Nye play. Please welcome Ricky Nye.
This gal I love, she's nice and fine. She keeps me busy all the time because she's love crazy. That woman is love crazy. That girl is love crazy. Much too much for me. Well, I like a lot of love, and that is true. But the way that woman loves me, man, it sure won't do because she love crazy. That girl is love crazy. That woman is love crazy. Much too much for me. She wants that loving, she wants it bad. And if she don't get it, it sure makes her mad because she's love crazy. That woman is love crazy. That girl is love crazy. Much too much for me. Love her every morning, every noon and night. And if I don't love her all through the day, I sure ain't doing right because she's love crazy. That woman is love crazy. Yeah, she's love crazy. Much too much for me. woman is love crazy, much too much for me. This is by one of the greatest piano players in Chicago, one of the greatest blues pianists, and his name was Otis Spann. So this tune is called Must Have Been the Devil. Yeah. You know it must have been the devil. Yes, it must have been the devil. Well, it must have been the devil. Yes, it must have been the devil. Well, it must have been the devil that turned my baby out. Well, I heard a mighty rumbling. Yes, I heard a mighty rumbling. When I heard a mighty rumbling, you know I heard a mighty rumbling. Yes, I heard a mighty rumbling deep down in the ground. Yes, it sounds just like my baby. Well, it sounds just like my baby. You know it sounds just like my baby. Yes, it sounds just like my baby. Well, it must have been the devil that turned my baby out. All right. Now, if you don't love me, baby, if you don't love me, baby, if you don't love me, baby, now if you don't love me, baby, then it must have been the devil that turned my baby out. Well, I walked up to your house, knocked upon your door. Your mother come around, said you ain't there no more. Now, honey, you must be fooling. Yes, you must be fooling. Yes, you must be fooling, 'cause you can't do that to me. Walked up the street and stop and look around, looking for you, baby. You just can't be found, honey, you must be fooling. Yes, you must be fooling. Well, you must be fooling, 'cause you can't do that to me. smart, you like to run around. But you listen to me, baby, you just can't put me down. Honey, you must be fooling. Yes, you must be fooling. Yes, you must be fooling, 'cause you can't do that to me. Well, I walked up to your house and knocked upon your door. Your mother come around, said you ain't that old morning, honey, you must be fooling. Yes, you must be fooling. Yes, you must be fooling, 'cause you can't do that to me. Yes, you must be fooling, 'cause you can't do that to me. Thank you. Thank you, Queen City Balladeers.
Ricky, Shiny and the Spoon, Rattlesnakin Daddies, already all scheduled to play at the Leo Coffee House, which opens on September 11th at the Zion United Church in Christ in Norwood. Check it out at queencityballadeers.org. Thanks, everybody. Get home safe.
Mason Durant,
Yes.
what did you think of that
Oh,
show?
oh, the show was beautiful. The music was
Absolutely.
great. Yes,
Absolutely.
oh, wonderful.